どうも河野和夫です、バニッシャーで続きプレイしていきたいと思います。ということで、カイゼルのね、何でした、ピンなんとかおっさんを避難した後にカラスから知らせがあってね、シリディアが呼んでるっちゅうことで、今シリディアの家の前に来ております。ということで早速行ってみましょう。魔女どうした？いないんだけど。魔女がいないけども、呼ばれたから来たのに留守ってどういうことよ。
Crows. They flock to that great tree up there.
このカラスのとこ行ってきゃいいのね。魔女。あれ、死にそうじゃない。
The Banishers.
カーシ
Already? How unfortunate.
ー。いや、お前が呼んだんだろ。
You called us.
Did I thought I had more time.
今はの際じゃない。
It runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind. Go or stay.
うん。
To prevail, you must first set your heart at peace.
最後の言葉ね。
When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
字
It
幕が。
is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her for me.
何連れてかれちゃうの？なんなん？どうなん？なんか出てきたけど。おいなんか出てきたぞ。
You're too late, old mosshead.
桶頭じいさん。
As ever.
なんだペニントン。何？懐中時計持ってる。あ、ペニントンだ。やっぱあのランタンだもんね。あれが奥さん？これが奥さん？
Time for peace.
何？
I forgive you, old man.
誰なんだこれ。オールサウル。オールサウルってなんだよ。サウル。暮らしたったぜおい。暮らしたったぜお前。 わーうぜ。
Lost, won't you?
行っちゃった。このヒゲじじいの時さ、なんかランタン持ってたよね。何
Mosshead is no more. He'll never drink from your skull now, will he?
すすることを
Another ancient promise broken.
古くからの約束を破られた。なんかの契約してたの？わかんないことだらけなんですけど。
What about me? How do I live now? You were all I ever had, and all I'll ever have. Can I set the world on fire now? I just want to see it burn. A pity. Farewell, then.
芽吹きましたけど。芽吹きましたよ。
She took me in when no one else wanted me. She taught me to stand up straight.
Leave her be. For now.
島のシェルターで休む。一人にしてとのことなので休みます。
I'm tired of all this death.
Want to talk about it?
I will do. What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
I shall try to kill it.
Grief knows no rule book.
When I returned from the war, I walked the wet streets of London for a long time. All I could feel was my heart digging a hole deep inside my chest. After what I had seen, what I had done, I just wanted the pain to stop. I wanted oblivion.
Your ghosts were killing you. They almost pushed you to insanity, but you pulled through.
I let myself be drowned.
そう
When
な
it
んだ。
pulled me out.
Poetic, if melancholic. What's going on, Red?
I feel lost. I can't even stand myself. I can barely stand to look at you. Something eats me from within, and it's growing. I don't know what's happening. I'm scared.
I scare me too. I am untethered from the world, but through you I still feel like myself. I cling to this. The closer we get to my return, the further from life I feel. I care nothing for the living. I only care for what I can take from them.
Do you feel that way about me too?
No, of course not.
What are we doing?
We're reclaiming our world. The only way we can.
Are you sure this is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Yeah. She had power, purpose. She had love, and she still chose to leave. Maybe she's right.
Should we
探ってくる
reconsider?
ね。
It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
初子貫徹。そう決めてっから初めから。いよいよ後戻りできないってことか。
I want this only real. I want to be with you in the flesh.
Our minds are set. We're going back.
Thank you.
Thank me when you're back.
Backed by the Banishers, Helen Priest dethroned Captain Pennington. Dark truths were unearthed. Some secrets remain buried.
隠されたままの秘密ってのは
The survivors must now set aside old sins and build themselves lives worth living. But can Helen Priest lead them into the future, chained as she is to her past?
ハローズの村へ行く。なるほどね。今度はじゃあ南側に行くってことね。ハローズの村へ行くということで、途中のね、シェルターまで来てます。こっからこのハローズの村に向かうってことなんですけども、どんなことが待ち受けてるんでしょうねと。さあ、見えてきましたね。橋が上がってる。 てるところがない。こっちは何もない。何もない。あったあったあった。わかりづら。ここか。バカ野郎、お前。これかよ。やっと来れたわ。あ、CG じゃなかった、フェアファックスって。CG。
Find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome, and we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith, a shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you.
死んだと思ってた。
Happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. Oh fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigor to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
彼女は危険を分かっていました。
She knew the risks.
So will I go in unto the king, and if I perish, I perish. So said Esther to Mordecai. Such wisdom, such courage. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
Oh, I know. I know.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
何が起きている？
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates himself among my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other, Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
どう手伝えばいいんですか？
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch! You must find her, or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise, but I'm a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them. Learn which of them
魔女を探せってことね。
demon may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
どうしてここに魔女がいると考えていらっしゃるんですか？
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
亡霊払い家について。
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time,
エティーヌ・ヌレっ
is
て
a
誰？
good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
This illness. Tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us. And who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
この辺りの様子は？
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course, I know all that there is to know. Oh, near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
デボラのことですか？
Do you mean Deborah?
You know a little already, I gather. Yes, Deborah, the crooked school teacher. When Deborah showed her true nature, I was proud to pass judgment upon her. She earned her punishment. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
シェルターを見つける、はい、入植者と話すね。はい、というわけで今回はちょっとここまでとさせていただきます。また続きプレイしていきますので、皆様よろしかったらチャンネル登録と高評価ぜひともよろしくお願いいたします。ということで今回は以上でございます。ご視聴ありがとうございました。